Hola, okay, we're back again with another video. In today's video, I'm going to do a quick and easy meal prep. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So in this video, like I said, I'm doing a meal prep. What you're going to do first is make your rice. You know how to make the rice. Pour it in there. I don't measure. I'm too lazy to measure rice. And, I just believe the Lord and the ancestors that it's going to come out how it's supposed to. Put your water in there and then put your butter in there and then let it, come to a boil and then simmer on low until, you got it. But yeah, I'm making rice, chicken, beans, and I feel like there's something. Oh, peppers. Yep, that's my vegetable. I'm making peppers. So yeah, that's what I'm making. You're going to do your rice first because rice takes longer to make and you just want to get that out the way. So now that my water is in there, I'm turning my rice on. I think I put it on like medium. And just went ahead and let it, come to a boil. And then I started working on my other food. So now I'm going to pit my peppers. I don't know if that's what it's called, but my uncle taught me this little trick. You just make a little circle like you would do carving a pumpkin and just take the pit out. And then that way it's easy for the seeds to fall out. So I just went ahead and pit all of them so I could just dump the seeds out of all of them at the same time and save myself the trouble of just doing one, and the other one. It is time to cut the peppers. You're gonna want to first cut it in half, and then you're really just like cutting them into slithers and not like dicing it. I don't know if people eat like diced peppers when they saute them. I'm only seeing people eat it like this, but that's how I want to eat it. So yeah, just go ahead and cut them the long way. And I just did that with this one, the red one, and the yellow one. I was going to do green, but these came in a pack because, I was going to get the single ones, but I'm like, I don't feel like putting 6 peppers in one of those produce bags. Let me just get the ones that came in a pack. So yeah, that's the reason why I have these colored peppers. If you are looking for the first set of peppers, they did not just disappear. I put them in the pan that I was going to use to cook them in just to get them out the way. I'm going to speed through because y'all don't need to see me do this whole thing again. I definitely almost cut myself when I was cutting these peppers. I was cutting something and almost cut myself. But yeah, we're all good. My fingers and my nails are all attached. So yeah, I'm about to just skip through until it's time to cut el pollo. Okay, now it is time to cut the chicken. I wash my chicken, of course. Don't be in my comments asking if I wash my chicken. Yes, I wash my chicken. So once you rinse off, wash your chicken, whatever you do, I'm not judging nobody. But I washed my chicken, and then after that, I went ahead and just diced them. Yep, this is definitely when I almost cut my finger off. I know you're supposed to have the whole little knuckle method, but it just doesn't end up happening. And then you almost end up cutting off your finger. But what you do see here is me just getting like that excess like weird skin off that, I don't know, it just bothers me. But yeah, so I'm just going to dice my chicken just like you're seeing here. And then again, it's not disappearing. I'm putting it into the pan that I'm using just to get it out the way. So I have room to cut the other 2 pieces of chicken breast. So of course I'm going to, speed through. Everybody knows how to cut chicken, I would hope. And if you don't, it's not hard. Just cut it into the slithers and then you just cut that. It's pretty self-explanatory. Now is my favorite part, but first things first, you need to put oil in it. I just use canola oil. Whatever oil is in my eyesight is what I end up using. So I put the oil in the peppers in order to saute them, and then I put oil in the chicken as well. First things first, if you ain't sneezing, you ain't seasoning. So season into your heart desire until the ancestors tell you to stop. So I put the garlic seasoning in there, and then after the garlic seasoning, I use that Creole seasoning. I don't know what the real name of it is. I just call it the Creole seasoning. Put the Creole seasoning in there. Everything that I'm putting in the peppers, I'm putting in my chicken as well. I also use onion powder. You see, I'm not being, light-handed on the seasoning at all. Okay. Next, you have to add a little bit of salt. Not too crazy. You don't want no high cholesterol or no gout out here in these streets. It's a hot girl summer. Can't be hot girl with the gout. And then black pepper. I was thinking, where does black pepper come from? This might be a stupid question. Where does it come from? Because these are peppers, red peppers and yellow peppers and orange peppers. But what is a black pepper, I think that was the paprika that I used. Don't judge me for my question, y'all. It was just a thought that came to my head. It's probably really dumb. So after that, I'm just mixing everything in there thoroughly so I can start the saute process. Mix it. Before I put the lid on, I really just want to make sure everything is in there and at least get the pan hot before letting it cook itself and do its work. One of the last things that I am doing is going ahead and putting on my frijoles. I did empty out some of the juice from the beans because I didn't want all that juice up in there. But yes, beans are a great part of this meal. They will help you get your gains in. Beans is a nice source of protein. But you don't usually want to eat beans by itself because you have to eat a lot of beans for it to be the amount of protein that you're supposed to eat. So that's why I'm eating the chicken with the beans. Pollo y frijoles. Got it? Got it. Now I'm getting started on my chicken. Like I said, I'm putting the oil in there. And then I'm going to add all of my seasonings, y'all. I'm about to season the heck out of this chicken like I ain't never seasoned nothing before. So that was, I think, the black pepper. Yes, I put black pepper in there. You can't see it that closely, but there's black pepper in there. And then the onion powder and garlic powder. For my skin folk, y'all already know the onion powder and garlic powder is just as important as just regular black pepper. You have to put onion powder and onion powder and garlic powder. If you're not putting that on there, then what are you doing? Your food doesn't taste good. So yeah, I'm definitely adding more seasonings. The Creole seasoning, of course, just to give it a little kick to it. And the Creole seasoning doesn't even make the thing spicy. So you can add it an appropriate amount for flavor without you feeling like your tongue is going to be on fire. It's all in moderation. Next up, we have our dear friend salt. Again, not too much, but you do want to make sure there's a, decent amount to go around. This is probably the onion powder, garlic powder. I don't know. They both look the freaking same, okay? What do we have next? We have, this is Tamika Scott from Escape. She has a seasoning line. If you go on my YouTube page, well, you should be on here because you're watching it. If you go to my videos when I was at the Women's Expo, you will see that I met her and she was talking about her seasoning. So that was the all-purpose seasoning. I put that on every meat, whatever that I season. I also put the paprika on there, and then I put cayenne pepper on there as well. as you see, we're not done because I also put some cayenne pepper. I think the other one was, don't quote me, do not quote me. I don't remember. And then I think this one was, nope, don't quote me again. Just y'all see I put a lot of seasoning on there. I can't remember what all the seasonings were. I'll try to figure it out if y'all really want to know the details. So yeah, after that you mix, okay? Mix into your heart desires. What I love about oil, when you put the oil in the chicken, is that it's going to help you have less of a mess to clean later on, because I'm really just like, making, it's like when you put butter and stuff, or put butter on a baking dish, it's the same thing. So I'm not going to have that like grimy, like burnt, like chicken layer on the bottom of the pan because I put the oil there. So yes, I'm going to keep mixing it up and let the chicken cook appropriately. And just like that, we are done. Like, y'all see how simple that was? That was so simple. I'm going to put everything in here and make it look all nice. I am going to end up putting the camera down because I was making a mess. There's going to be rice all over the counter. So I was like, you know what? Let me stop and just put this down and then show you how everything looks. So I'm putting the rice in that bigger portion of the meal prep container. And then on top of that, I'm going to put the beans and then the chicken. And then on the other side, where that smaller section is, I'm going to put the peppers there. Here is the finished product. I also put some parsley over just to make it look all cute. Those are my nicely sauteed peppers. Doesn't it look so good, y'all? This is my second week eating this. I don't know if I'm gonna make it for a third week. I will probably try to find something else to make, but we will see. Anyway, I hope y'all like this video. I hope this was a nice, easy, quick, healthy, high protein recipe for y'all to make and add to your little roster. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, and of course, make sure you subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next video.